Greetings, my people. Welcome to my review of Stray. So, is Stray the video game worth it? Well, let's find out. So, subscription. And you might be wondering, what Stray? Well, Stray is a video game for PS5 and other platforms. Imagine if you're playing Cyberpunk 2077 as Garfield the cat and like it's an adventure game, sort of. It's a game about a cat that falls in a hole, explores a cyberpunk dystopian future, and is trying to get out. That is Stray. Let's just say that, in part, my describing as its general. This is not, for example, another. Well, there is some of shooting things in the game. This is largely an exploration game, again, played. So, with a minimum of spoilers beyond what I've already told you, main negatives. This game generally tries to make itself obvious, but it's not obvious. It's not obvious what where all the context sensitive button prompts are. For example, you could be walking or running around an area and it shows a button prompt that's grayed out because you're right on something, but for whatever reason, possibly because you're in motion, it doesn't let you actually push the button, which is, well, icky when you're being chased by something that wants to kill you. And yes, this cat died. This cat, if you're playing casually, probably will die a lot. So there. Other negatives. While this game does have some puzzles, sometimes the puzzles just don't tell you what all the elements are. It doesn't make it clear what the elements are. There's a difference between making a puzzle and then spoiling the puzzle. I'm out of Ragnarok, as opposed to, I could have solved this puzzle and felt smart if I actually knew what all the pieces were and how to access them. Not necessarily immediately how they all fit together, but hiding pieces on me doesn't make me want to look around. It makes me want to try and then look at a guide, find out how they did it, but be like, oh, well, game didn't tell me the stuff that I need. Some other potential negatives? Well, if you're a cat lover, this might feel bad for you because because a cat is in danger. A cat that you're controlling a lot. So you might see a bunch of unwanted cat deaths. And while you do get to play as a cat, well, the game does not provide an opportunity to just paw at a rug and generate static electricity to power it. I thought it did based on some of the things in the environment, but no. It would have been interesting if they included that, though. So something that's it's neither positive nor negative, depending on your point of view, is that this game is fairly short. Some claim that this game is 3 to 4 hours. There's a speedrun achievement for beating this game in under 2 hours. It took me about 7 hours to get this game. Mind you, this is with trying not to look at a guide, but it just, as I said, there are certain things that were so obscure that I just did not know, and there are certain things where because of the layout of the environment, it's like for whatever reason I just did not go that way until I noticed, oh, a guide says I should go this way. Well, I'll go this way and do this thing that solved. What are some positives about this game? Well, it's generally unique. You get to play as a cat. You get to, for example, go through the world as a cat. Generally no one suspects your antics, and you get to basically claw on doors, jump from thing to thing. Uh, you There's a dedicated meow button, which attracts enemies and just sometimes makes the cat cute. But otherwise, this game is generally a unique short experience for a day, maybe a few days, or if you only play for short spans, can last you potentially a week. Something that something that bugged me is that in universe, this game takes place over the course of like 7 hours, depending on how long. This cat apparently never protests, never asked for food, even though there are a bunch of robots around that are, well, basically replaced humans. And yeah, the cat never pees, never craps on camera. Um, so it's not entirely accurate to real life, but there are times when when you go around and you're just encouraged to push the Y button on the Xbox controller that normally interacts with things, and sometimes it just has your cat curl up into a ball and fall, which is sometimes annoying, but also apt for a cat. So, what do I think? I think this game is worth it overall, especially if you're a cat lover. I don't own any cats. I've had goldfish in my very young days, say elementary school, and I did not come in here having sort of this great love of. I played this in large part because one, I was waiting for Baldur's Gate 3 to release some patches and updates on mods, and two, some friends gave this to me. So shout outs to Ryan and Robert Shane for getting me this game. And three, I got this game for one of my friends, nicknamed Cat John, because of his love for cats. So yeah, I got this game for him and I thought that I should play it through because it seemed apt. Also, or family was encouraging me to play this because I had this for months and I didn't play it, so there. Thoughts overall? Again, it's meant for cat people. The context sensitive button prompts were a deterrent, even though I eventually just went through it. The plot felt sometimes slow, sometimes fast. It was slow when I didn't know what I was doing, when I felt lost. It was fast when I generally knew what I was doing. So, if you're looking for a unique experience or a different experience, if not totally unique, or and you just really want to play as a cat because you're a cat lover, Stray is worthwhile. It's been out for over a year, discounted. It's been out on a variety of platforms. But if you're looking for other games where you can play as a cat, well, Baldur's Gate 3 has Druids in Wild Shape. With mods, play as a stealthy panda. Or you could play as a normal. Or there are ways in other games to play as a cat. So, I say, for me, it was worth it to play Stray just to be able to get it out of the way, so I could play Baldur's Gate 3 some more. For you, well, try it. You'll likely like it. Maybe watch some reviews, and there you go. So, good night, God bless, and thank you.